Hey crew. So I wanted to check in and see how everybody was doing. How are you doing? Definitely comment and let us know. It's a crazy time right now. We're doing fine. We actually got on a delivery slot for groceries. So I don't know how it is where you are, but we used to, before all this happened, we used to get our groceries delivered every week. I do not enjoy grocery shopping, so we would always get our groceries delivered. Then, of course, now everyone's getting their groceries delivered or curbside or whatever what have you. Everyone's doing what they can. So now it's very hard to get a grocery slot. So for a while, I would get on the apps and there would be no slots at all. And so I was so excited when I got a grocery delivery slot and our groceries were delivered today. And I was just like, oh, this is amazing. So you come to value the little things in all of this, I think. So, like a lot of you guys were juggling work with the kids being home and making sure they're keeping up with their school. Our house is a mess. So the first couple of weeks, we actually were doing pretty good. Like I was pretty impressed with us. I was like, work was getting done. The house was clean. Home cooked meals were happening. I made banana bread. It was great. And now I don't even want to turn the camera around to show you the rest of our house. Anyone else feel that? So anyway, we're doing the best we can. But I did want to also say, as you know, we launched our podcast yesterday. And so you might think why in the world are they launching a podcast in the middle of a global pandemic? Well, it's a good time as any, right? So we had already obviously been prepping to launch our podcast, and then we like everybody else. I think you've heard that term pivot or shift, or you probably heard those words so much in the past couple of weeks. So listen, some of the podcast episodes that we recorded, we can't really use them right now. They don't pertain, right? So they don't pertain to what's going on. If we release them, we would appear as though we were tone deaf to what was actually going on in the world. So we got to hold them. So we pivoted, right? There's that word. And so with the entrepreneurs and the leaders that we've been interviewing, they've been so gracious and they've been so transparent and vulnerable about how they're handling what's going on with COVID-19. So we shifted. And so in these podcast episodes, we launched one with Melanie Wright of Melanie Wright Photography. We have many more coming down the line for you guys, but all of our episodes are going to be geared toward this. How do you maintain, building would be great, a business in times of uncertainty, in times of crisis. How do you pivot? How do you grow a business and not just survive, but thrive, right, in these times? And so when we're talking with people, that's really kind of what we're focusing on, right? So we're definitely still covering how they started, insights that they learned along the way, the tactical stuff that you guys can use to grow your business that still apply regardless of this craziness. But we are also asking them, my goodness, what are you doing with your business now with COVID-19? How has it impacted it? How have you had to shift? What questions have you had to ask yourself? What things have you had to analyze? What were there goals that were for Q4 that all of a sudden make more sense for Q2? We're going through it all. So my message to you guys today is we launched the podcast because we thought this could be a really valuable tool to help entrepreneurs out in this time. So my message to you guys is, if there's a project you're working on and you want to launch something and you can shift it so that it pertains and it's valuable and it helps, it serves in this time, do not pause. Do it. Go forward. Launch that product, launch that service, launch that podcast. Because if it truly is of value and there's a way that you can correlate it to what the challenges that people are facing today, then people need that. So I know a lot of times, people are thinking, oh my gosh, now this craziness is happening. I'm going to stop my business, or I'm going to pause or put this on hold, or I can't sell this anymore. I can't do this. No, there's a way. There is a way to correlate it. And honestly, we're working with a lot of people right now as fielding questions, obviously for free. We just want to help people out. So if you're working on a project and you're just not sure if you should continue with it right now, if you should launch it, throw us a DM. let us know, and then we're happy to help you out and kind of like hash it out of like, does it make sense for now, or does it not? And if it does, is there kind of ways to finagle it so that it works out better? So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Stay healthy and safe.